got big dreams, I'ma do big things. Yeah, you see me on the big screen looking so clean. I don't move slow, I move fast right past.
Yo, what's up YouTube? Samix Plays here, and we had a great stream yesterday. A lot of you guys came by and supported the stream. I really appreciate you guys that stopped by. Today I wanted to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about ETA 0, as well as you can see on the screen, I did end up farming my ultimate Freyna fairly easily. Basically, I just used whatever option had the most shape stabilizers, as well as which shards dropped the most and which materials was the most efficient per option. So if you are still farming for her, I did release an ultimate Freyna guide, like the optimal routes to get her and all that good stuff. So if you want to go check that out, you absolutely can. You don't have to. I'm just putting the information out there. Once she finished crafting, I am going to be getting the ultimate Freyna skin because you know what I'm saying. We also unlocked the Frostwatcher almost. I accidentally put an energy activator in, so I'm waiting on this last piece to craft, and then I'm going to build this up and I'll drop a guide on it. Anyways, I just wanted to update you guys on my progress just in case you missed it. But let's go ahead and talk about the ETA 0 vendor. So this is going to be extremely important. He is only going to be here for the weekend. So if you have not done this yet, you definitely want to be doing this. So basically what this is you can go here to sell your blueprints. Keep in mind, if you want to cheese it, if you have been doing those invasion dungeons, you can sell Haley shards for 1 voucher each. I already sold all mine. I believe I had like 500-600. I don't know, somewhere around there. I don't remember exactly, but you can sell your Haley shards. You are going to be able to hold up to 600 at a time. Now, this is not a weekly cap. You can spend your vouchers and then you can replace them by just depositing more stuff. However, there is only going to be so much you can like actually buy from it. I already bought a couple things here. But basically, you are going to be getting like inventory space, Descendant slots, which this is so good. Like, this is so good of the devs to do this, because now players have a way that if they don't want to pay to unlock those things, like free-to-play players specifically, you now have a way to earn Descendant slots. I have been waiting for this change for so long because I feel like you should have some way to grind for these in the game. Now, granted, 2 inventory slots, it's not the greatest, right? But it is better than nothing. I do hope in the future they kind of rework this, maybe up it to like 5 to 10 or something like that. 2 slots per week just seems like kind of low to me. However, I'm not going to complain about free shit, right? But the Descendant slots is a huge one, because previously the only way you had to obtain these was either by buying the battle pass and then using your coins to spend on these, which is what I did, and or you could just buy Caliber and outright buy them, right? So the devs are doing an amazing job with making the game more free-to-play friendly, toning back on the monetization, like not locking you behind those paywalls. Granted, it's not a perfect system. You're not going to be able to just spam this and then like max this out, you know, in a few weeks. This is going to be for the long haul. Each weekend you're going to log in and do this. As I said, I hope they up this a little bit, because in the scheme of things, like 2 slots really isn't anything, but the Descendant slot is nice. I am definitely glad they did that. Other than that, you can also like buy code breakers, shape stabilizers, weapon pieces. Like, it's got some really good stuff in here. The big one for me, as I've said from day one, I am huge on customization in games I play. I want to make my characters the hottest they can look. You know, that's just the down bad in me. I want my characters to look sexy, but you can buy like paints. You can also buy hair dyes, which I'm going to talk about the hair dyes in a minute because, oh, it's so good. I love being able to just customize my character. I played MMOs for a very long time, and the thing I love about MMOs is you have so many options to choose from when it comes to customization. And if I think if TFD keeps heading down in this direction, it just attracts a lot of players. It adds uniqueness to your characters. Not everybody is just going to be wearing the same hair color, skin, stuff like that. Overall, a W if you care about customization. If you don't, you probably don't care about this stuff, but me personally, personally, I love it. So make sure you are grinding these vouchers by selling your inventory stuff. Just make sure you aren't selling the stuff that you need. Also be wary. I'm holding on to my duplicate ultimate patterns just in case trading ever gets added, right? But like, you know, the purples and stuff like that, I'm like totally down to just scrap those. I don't really need them, but the ultimate pieces I'm going to hang on to just in case. Now, if you notice, there is going to be 2 tabs of this. So if I go to the infiltration operations, it's a new shop with new stuff in it. These are going to be gained from the 400% dungeons. There is a way to kind of cheese the system to get more vouchers. However, I am not going to show you guys how to do that because I don't know if it's against the rules, and I don't know if people are going to get in trouble for doing it. I don't even know if anyone knows about it yet. I just discovered it yesterday. But I don't want to advertise it and then, you know, get some people coming later being like, oh, you got me banned. I just don't want to deal with it, so I'm not going to go into it. But basically, you can spend these vouchers to also unlock a couple of equipment slots, shape stabilizers, energy activators, you know, stuff like that. They also have some paints and then some hair dyes. So free-to-play players again are having ways to earn paints so they can customize their character, as well as hair dyes, which I think is really cool of the devs to put in here. And they also have some blueprints as well. I'm assuming these are going to rotate weekly. I'm actually surprised the Enduring Legacy blueprints in here. Props to them. I thought they'd probably make it like normal only, but they actually added some pretty good weapons in here, like Thunder Cage, Kingsguard, and Enduring Legacy. Those are all like 3 very meta weapons. I already have all 3 of these maxed, so like obviously I'm not going to buy them, but if you do not have these maxed, I would suggest picking them up. The new 400% dungeons are insane for getting loot, so I highly suggest you do those if you are geared enough to be able to do them. Plus, they're a lot of fun, bro. You just throw on some punk music and you're just sitting there, you're just like raging and you're just like, yeah. You're just like mowing them all down. Hell yeah, bro. That's that good shit. But yeah, overall, I think this patch is a huge W. I like it. I also made my bunny blonde just because I thought she would look hotter as a blonde. But it's kind of like too bright when it's like in the light, but I don't know, I still think it looks good. But that is one thing I wanted to talk about, was the hair dye. So if you go to a skin, like whatever head skin you have on, I don't think you can do it on the base. Let me take this off. Yeah, you can't do it on the base. So you just have to equip like a head skin, and then which by the way, you can get some through the battle supply shop if you are interested in that. And then you can just paint it, or dye it rather. And they actually have like quite a few options. At first I thought we were only going to be getting a few, but we actually have a lot. Like I thought the silver one looked pretty good. In fact, let me cop this real quick. Minus 25 caliber. But overall, I think the devs are like just stepping in like a really good direction with this. Like adding more customization to your characters is always appreciated. Like, I love it. Another thing I wanted to address, I should have addressed this at the beginning when we were going over the shop, but I totally spaced. But if you see now, it shows you how many pieces you have here. Like the check mark shows me I have 3 of these, 2 of these. It shows you all the materials, so you don't have to go back and forth looking in your like inventory to see like what you have. It just shows you now. Like for example, if I'm like, oh, do I need to craft my adjustment control axis? Oh, I have 1720. I'm probably good for a little bit, right? And then it also applies to the weapons. So this is one of my favorite things. It's a lot easier to keep track of what weapons I need to work on. So like Fallen Hope, Frostwalker, see how it doesn't have these dots up here? So that means that I need to max these weapons, right? Like it basically shows you what you're finished with, and it might not seem like that big of a deal, but it's actually like pretty huge for convenience. So definitely appreciate that. The devs are doing a lot of quality of life stuff and they're killing it. It's great. I love what they're doing with the game. They have been buffing stuff left and right, adding quality of life stuff. I think they're trying to help the casual players kind of catch up, right? Because we've seen, or like newer players catch up. We've seen so many buffs the past like month and a half. They have just gone so insane. Like with the invasions, 5 million gold per day. We are constantly getting events now that are giving us like weapon proficiency bonuses as well as like descendant bonuses via like Freyna's Vault shop, and then the one before this, it was just like a daily login where you just completed a couple of missions. They're trying to speed everybody up, and they've buffed everything, including like the outpost, stuff like that. Like this has already been buffed, but I'm talking about just like in total the past like month and a half. They buffed dungeon XP. The new 400% dungeons are a really good way to earn like weapon proficiency and things like that. So yeah, they're making it a lot easier to get to that end game, which is so crazy to me when I see people complaining about how it's too hard now. I am just like, bro, if you would have played on launch, you would have, something that would take you like 5 hours now would have taken you like 25 hours then. Like, I don't think they understand how good they have it, to be honest. So yeah, now that being said, the game's not perfect. It still has some room for improvements, but I think overall they've done a really great job. And yeah, I'm excited for TFD, man. I think they're killing it. I think they're doing a great job. For the game only being a couple months old, like 2 to 3 months, I think they're doing a really good job. Also, something I just noticed about the booty Freyna skin is this outfit is actually like the same as Bunny's. I think the same guy like designed this one. The only difference is the fishnets and the gloves and the mask, which, like, I'm not complaining. I think this looks great. I'm all about the loot skins. I love them. So I am for sure going to be buying this one once she finished crafting, because again, like I said, if you wait until you finish crafting Freyna, this will drop down to 1050. There is no way to obtain this skin like in the game currently, but maybe in the future they'll add ways for like ETA 0 to like give you caliber, even if it's like a small amount, like 25 to 50 to 100, whatever the case may be. I do feel like the devs are getting a lot more free to play friendly than what we're used to. So in the future, we might have ways to earn caliber to purchase those things. At least that's what I'm suspecting anyway. But overall, I think this skin looks great, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till my Freyna's done cooking and I can craft her. And then, I mean, she's gorgeous. You know what I mean? She looks great. So I can't wait. Other than that though, guys, yeah, I just wanted to update you with like my progress, what's going on with the ETA vendor and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am just waiting on my Freyna to cook. Once she is done, I will be popping all of my event Descendant XP. If you have been saving them, you should still have them in your inventory if you've been saving them from the last event. I've only used like one weapon XP from Freyna's Vault, but if you look here from the events previously, I'm good, bro. Like I have so many Descendant XP gains that they've given. I'll be able to level her super fast and build her up. So once I do finish crafting her, I will make sure to put out some guides. I'm also working on Frostwatcher, so I'll make sure to let you guys know if it's like good or whatever. I know I'm kind of at a disadvantage because I don't buy my ultimate characters, so as far as like content creation goes, like people are going to beat me to it. However, that's just how I am. Like, I don't like buying my characters. I don't think there's anything wrong if you do. Like, I mean, if if you're working for your money and you want to buy something that you don't want to spend a lot of time on, like, that's totally fine with me. It's just I prefer grinding just because it's just like the dopamine of finally getting what I'm going for me is like the most enjoyable. I feel like if I bought it, even though it would be a good idea like content creation wise, because I could keep up with the other creators, it's just not as fun for me. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense, because I know I had a few people asking me like yesterday in my stream, like, oh, why aren't you playing Ultimate Freyna? I was like, well, I want to, but I'm waiting for her to finish crafting. And they're like, well, why don't you just buy her? And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I like farming my characters. So, but anyways, all that being said, the whole point I was trying to make is I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I'm not saying like I should be the only content creator you watch. I'm just saying I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Y'all are goated. I thank you so much. I've had such a good time playing this game and making content on this game, and you guys have shown me a lot of love by watching my videos, so I appreciate you, like, for real, for real. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to cover. I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys have a great day and or night, depending on when you're watching. I am streaming a lot more often now, so if that's something you're interested in, you can be on the lookout for that. I am trying my best. But y'all take care. Samix Plays, I'm outie, dude. Peace. Yo.